There were lights and sirens, gunshots firing. Cover your eyes as I describe a scene so violent, seemed like a bad dream. She laid in a puddle of blood. Blood bubbled in her chest. Cold air brushed against open flesh. No room to rest. Pain consumed each breath. Shot twice with her hands up. Police questioned but shot before she answered. One panther lost his life, the other one ran for his. Scandalous the police were as they kicked and beat her. Comprehension she was beyond, trying to hold on to life. She thought she lived with no arm. That's what it felt like. Got to the hospital, eyes held tight. They moved her from room to room. She could tell by the light. Handcuffed tight to the bed, through her skin it bit. Put your guns to her head. Everywhere she got hit. Who shot the trooper? They asked her. Put mace in her eyes, threatened to blast her. Her mind raced till things got still. Opened her eyes, realized she's next to her best friend who got killed. She got chills. They told her that's where she would be next. Hurt mixed with anger, survival was a reflex. They lied and denied visits from a lawyer, but she was building as they tried to destroy her. If it wasn't for this German nurse, they would have served her worse. I read this sister's story, knew it deserved a verse. I wonder what would happen if that would have been me. All this shit so that we could be free. And that's one verse from the Common song, A Song for Assata. I had to give those bars because understand, this lady was so amazing. Her life was so wild. That's just one verse from a song called A Song for Assata, where the rapper Common, you know what I'm saying? My favorite rapper paid homage to a great. Understand what this lady lived through. I'm going to give you the second verse. It seemed like the middle of the night when the law awakened her. Walkie-talkies crackling. I seen them when they taken her. Though she kind of knew what made the ride peaceful was the trees and the sky was blue. Arrived to Middlesex prison at about 6 in the morning, uneasy as they pushed her to the second floor in a cell, one cot, no window facing hell. Put her in the basement of a prison with all males and the smell of misery, seatless toilets and centipedes. She'd exercise, paint, and begin to read. 2 years in a hole, her soul grew weak, away from people so long that she forgot how to speak. She discovered freedom is an unspoken sound, and a wall is a wall and can be broken down. Found peace in the Panthers she went on trial with, one of the brothers she had a child with. The thought they would feed her, hoping she'd lose her seed, held tight knowing the fight would live through this seed. In need of a doctor, from her stomach she bled. Out of this situation, a girl was conceived, separated from her, left to mother the revolution and lactate, to attack hate, because federal and state was built for black fate. Her emptiness was filled with beatings and court dates. They fabricated cases, hoping one would stick, and said she robbed places that didn't even exist. In the midst of the threats on her life and being caged with Aryan whites, through dark halls and hate, she carried the light. I wonder what would happen if that would have been me. All of this shit so that we could be free. Yeah, I wonder what would have happened if that would have been me. All of this shit so that we could be free. This is a crazy song. I need you guys to immediately go listen to that. I'm reading verses from a song called A Song for Assata Shakur by Common, just paying some homage to a revolutionary queen who, you know, meant so much to the furtherance of black people. I mean, a lot of times you get, you know, the fairy tale story of Martin Luther King and, oh man, he made it so we can go sit up in the store with white folk and eat sandwiches sitting next to little Becky Sue and Tom and Billy. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the romanticized version of our history. So much of who we are is attached to this idea of being accepted by other groups of people. And we give very little information about the people who fought so that we could just be us. And it's a lot of people who look at people like me and they'll say, oh, yeah, you don't know nothing about that. But the reality is you're the coon, because I'm cool with who I am and I fight every day so I could be who I am. And you fight every day so you can be the version of you that they programmed into you versus the version of you that just evolved in the Western Hemisphere, right? That's the difference. I fight so I could be who I really am. An intelligent black man who can articulate his word like the kings that came before us, like Booker T. Washington, Marcus Garvey, the queens like Assata Shakur. Let me ask you a question, coon. Do you think Assata Shakur would have been walking around acting and talking and looking like a YN? Do you think she would have raised her kids to be a YN? Or do you think she would have got her kids an education so they could talk and articulate and be more like me? Do you think she would have encouraged her kids to be a bunch of victims sitting up begging the white man to feed them their own culture like y'all do with No Jumper? Going to listen to white folks to talk to you about what part of your culture is good and what's not good. A music genre you invented, you go sit up to feed at the trough of some Caucasian folks and let them tell you what's good in your own genre you created. How stupid do you look? How stupid do you look? Looking at me, talking about me. What you mean? You the one seeking validation, brother. You the one seeking validation, sister, from someone who don't even know what it's like to walk a day in your shoes. And when I called that out, y'all got mad at me. It's like the DMX song. Niggas laughed at me and was mad at me because I tore down the shrines that they have built up to their white gods over at No Jumper. That's what it was. Let's be real. Let's be real. Understand what I'm saying. Y'all up here listening to a damn, this Thursday, so crazy, the show I'm usually on. Bro, y'all listen to a damn trafficker give y'all a 10-minute monologue about the importance of family. Somebody with open cases revolving around unsavory behavior against females, giving you a monologue on the importance of fathers in the home. I'm stupid. Y'all stupid. Y'all damn dumb. Just straight up. Not my day ones and stuff. But anyone who would even criticize me is crazy work. Assata Shakur is dead at the age of 78 years old. A beautiful queen who had a very interesting life, where she was falsely accused, and I don't really know if she did the murder of the state trooper or not, but back in those days, the way they treated our people, I would say even if she did it, it was totally justified, and managed to get herself out of prison with the help of white folks. I will say, if it wasn't for the Weather Underground and those white folks, she would have never got out. I'm gonna give her that. But she got out of prison and fled to Cuba. You know what I'm saying? And was able to live a full life over there outside of prison. Understand what I'm saying? That's back when the black mind was working. That's back when the black mind was firing on all cylinders, like how my mind is. You operated using like 2% of your brain power, calling somebody else dumb and thinking that you know what being revolutionary is, and you have no idea what being revolutionary is. Like I said, you go to a Caucasian-run platform to tell you what's good and not good within a musical genre that you created. Understand that. But something's wrong with me? This is wild. You let a white small hat dude lord over you and act like he's the king of knowledge on hip hop. Like he's giving you some game in an industry where he couldn't even find success. But something's wrong with me. Yeah, somebody said Brandon is a true American. You damn right. And I appreciate every aspect of America, especially the black part. Especially the black revolutionary part, because that's a part of the fabric of America. I'm stupid. Something wrong with me. Y'all sitting up letting a damn feminist tell y'all about politics on No Jumper now. Wrong gets two left shoes on every damn comment, parrot and lush, and then saying stupid points that don't make no sense and are totally inaccurate, but nobody has the heart to check her at the door and say, hey, you're wrong on that. Marcus Garvey didn't die in Jamaica. Yasser Arafat didn't die in 1967. Me calling a black person a degenerate is not a racist dog whistle. Because you don't know the meaning of the word. That's the problem. Your hairline is sitting back farther than almighty suspects. They hate the truth. They hate the truth. They mad because I brought a whole lot of black in there. He's always talking about race. He debated and destroyed a racist, but he hates black people. Wait. He destroyed a white supremacist with Adam trying to help the white supremacists, but I hate black people and love white. Come on, dude. I'm smart enough to know the difference. I'm smart enough to know the difference between a white person who's cool and you can work with them and build with them versus a white person who is simply there to make you look like a fool. That's the difference. Listen, man, it's always the people quick to call somebody a coon, somebody to always try to think that they in charge of blackness, ready to try to throw somebody out and bring somebody in. What about what Creep did, giving these dudes black cards? You think Assata would have been cool with that? She got beat, starved. They tried to make her miscarry her baby. Only for all these years to go by, and you got some dude who probably don't really even understand the depth of this. Well, he doesn't understand it based on what he said. Handing people black. Oh, you in the black. Here's the black card. Are you freaking crazy? Are you crazy? Everything we do is an embarrassment to the legacy of these people because they got us thinking their opinion matters. They got us thinking that their opinion matters on our shit. I don't tell them how to flip a skateboard. I don't tell them how to put blueberries and macaroni and cheese. So why, if I understand, my opinion wouldn't matter if I did. You go to a white party, eat it. This shit tastes like shit. They're going to be like, oh, well, that's what we made. Oh, it's so delicious. You know how they talk. But y'all in here giving out black cards to people who own the damn slave ships that carried you over to America, fool. But I'm the coon. I wonder who Assata would call the coon. I wonder who Booker T. Washington would call the coon. The ones making excuses or the ones saying, hey, you better than this, and I know you better than this, and I'm not giving you no cuts, as they say in the gang life, when it comes to getting your shit together. I wonder who Malcolm X would call the coon. The one who's put in the work, or the one who hasn't put in any work towards anything that builds up black folks, but talking like they're an authority on what we can do and can't do and what we should do and shouldn't do. The one in there sitting up, yeah, this a damn dope fiend speaking for us. And they sitting there quietly. That's right, Lush. You go tell them. You telling me that that's the best we got? We so down low, we so whooped down that we need white dope fiends. Rejects in their own circle and even in their own family, we need them to speak for us. Who's the coon, bro? Me or the bed wench glazing them? Who's the coon? Because I stand up and say, hey, shut the fuck up. I know what you're talking about. You running your mouth. You know what they're like? That's right, Lush. Tell them. Show them how stupid we really are. David Blackskin. I listen, man. Hey, do me a favor. I'll do this because I wasn't even gonna cover none from No Jumper. I didn't watch it. If y'all could give me the timestamp of where they was talking about Assata Shakur, I'll go back through and listen to it, and I'll point out all the inconsistencies with what they said. But I'm telling you what's going on. You got a bunch of pseudo intellectuals. You got a woman who everyone thinks is a political genius, but she's just a feminist. That's it. Yes, Lush is Jewish. So if y'all give me the clip, I'll go and we could kind of look over it and I'll just see what they were saying, because I honestly wasn't watching the shit. Shit was boring. I'm going to keep it a buck. But what I'm telling you is, when you got a bunch of people chasing a carrot, they'll never keep. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Y'all tripping. Yes, he is. He is. Lush is Jewish, bro. His family, his mom, I believe, is Jewish. Yeah, his dad, one of them. It don't matter. You know, in the Bible, it said the lineage passed through the daddy anyway, so he's Jewish. But the point is, it's not even about that as much as it's about who was calling themselves giving them black cards and who the cards were supposedly given to. Lush didn't earn shit. He didn't earn shit. Lush tells you to your face, I am more loyal to Hispanics. I have no loyalty to you. What you mean he earned it? He didn't earn a goddamn thing. What are you talking about? But this is where we are. Every idiot in our community thinks that they can give away something that they don't even know nothing about. How you gonna give away something that you don't even know about? No, based on the Bible, the lineage passes through the father. The mother stuff is something that was done later on. But I understand that came with the Jesus stuff. Yeah, we get that. But initially, in the beginning, it was through the father. Lush earned his stripes. How did he earn his stripes? By getting on stage and jumping up, glazing a bunch of black rappers? That's how you earn your stripes? Bro, listen, let me tell y'all something. So you won't be a fool your whole life. Have any of those Negroes ever even been invited to Josh's house or to a bar mitzvah or any type of celebration that these dudes have? Not a one. Not a one. You ain't even been to this man's house. But you have so much trust and faith in this person that you're willing to say, oh, this person's a coon and I'm bringing this person in. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. I'll tell you what the usefulness is. I could try to play all sides and pit black men against each other in real time to try to get content for No Jumper. That's what his usefulness is. That's it. Understand that. These people, I want those timestamps for the Assata Shakur conversation. And then I want to look at No Jumper to see if there was ever any clips about the Assata Shakur situation. Understand that. They got so much respect for y'all fools. right? Did they even give you a 2-minute clip about this revolutionary person that everybody on there swears that they all down with? No, they didn't. Of course not, because they don't care. They don't give a damn. They rather talk about some gay rapper than even give 2 seconds to this lady. Whole time they talking about her, Josh was probably there like, nah, get it, move on from this. 20 seconds. Lush and Suspect, that wouldn't even be a fight. I'll fight Lush and Suspect, both of them together, and just me, and definitely 1,000% come out on top. But see, this is what I'm telling y'all. This lady, this was a great woman, man, who passed away today. And she deserves respect. But look at how we done betrayed the woman legacy and the legacy of all of our ancestors. You didn't let these people switch places with you. Now they tell you what hip hop is good and what's not. Ain't that about a bitch? You can have this discussion. You know, I remember Suspect was going in on Adam, telling him he couldn't have the discussion because he's white. Adam didn't say, I can't because I know more than you. He just said, hey, shut up, coon. I pay you. And bro folded and went right back in his little shell. Okay, Master Adam. But I'm the coon, though. I'm the coon. This man was ready to shank another black man because he was scared about what a bunch of Hispanic 15-year-olds was going to say on the internet. But that's the way this game goes, right? I'm telling you, watch your freaking language, because the person you calling a coon might be the number one person fighting for you. And you won't even know because you're too busy trying to go along to get along, which is what we do best. That's what the civil rights movement was. Ooh, let us be the ones who go along and get along. Let me get this. There was no black talk at all at No Jumper till you got there. The kowtowing going on up there today was embarrassing. Intelligence is frowned upon up there. David Blackskin, you totally right. Thank you for the $5. You stand on what's right. You don't cater to the community. Unlike Todd Bridges, he caters to ninjas and still only gets 10 views on his podcast. Right. What's the point? What's the point? They're not going to support you worth a damn anyway. Oh, yeah. If you guys help me meet my super chat goal, I definitely will speak on the viral way Rich Trapper situation where feuds have been called out. And feuds, yeah. Help me get to my super chat goal, and we in there like swimwear, and we talking about it. But yeah, definitely got to give some love to the queen, Assata Shakur. This is Tupac's auntie. You know what I'm saying? But it's really sad when you realize that, like, you can have all the revolutionary ambitions on earth, but when you realize your people is so obsessed with the Martin Luther King crap, where it tells you the only thing in your life, the epitome of black and white acceptance, you realize the only way I'm going to be able to live and survive and at least reach these fools in some way is by, you know what I'm saying, appealing to their to the lowest common denominator. Derogatory music, sexual lust, or drug addict, dope fiend behavior. Let's be real. And because I refuse to appeal to any of those things, oh, you a coon. I get proud when a black person called me a coon. That means I must be doing something right. Hey, dude, they put me on the Crip report card today. And I got an F. And somebody sent it to me and I said, yep, that makes me proud because I'm not a 40-year-old nigga trying to hide behind a gang. Talking about on the dead homies after every sentence looking stupid. They said, hey, Brandon, the way he been doing it, yeah, he get an F. But look, I looked up his background. He will put tips on your ass. And quiet as kept, a couple of people got checked this week. I don't give a damn about no report card. Why don't we do a stupid card? A card on a responsible black men card. How about that? Because last I checked, as gangsters niggas is, they sitting up with me on no jumper. Getting offended because they don't even know the words I'm using. They don't know the definitions of. That ain't nothing to be fucking proud of. That's silliness. Nobody sets rules and standards and criteria for me. Definitely nobody who didn't even graduate from the 5th grade. They got y'all heads on backwards. They got you to the point where you don't even use your common sense anymore. You just feeling and reacting your way through life. Responsible black men is boring. This freaking moron. This is boring. I think it's very entertaining. I think learning is fun. I think not living in the hood and being able to walk down the street at 3 o'clock in the morning without worrying about some hood booger blowing your freaking head off, I think that's amazing. The stuff I read in the beginning, just for those of you just now coming in, those are the words, lyrics from a rap song called A Song for Assata by the rapper Common. %. And look, I went into the space to give a different representation of black men, and I succeeded at that. What are you going to do? Everybody said, oh my God, I didn't even know you were a member. You know why? Because I carried myself like a grown man. Like I told y'all on the last show, people will be mad at you because you see the light before they did. They'll be angry at you. They'll be angry at you because you saw the light before they did. And try to tear you down because they don't have the testicular fortitude to say, you know what, guys, this isn't for me anymore. Because we know the truth. If they ever let go of the ignorance and the gangbanging, they wouldn't even exist to themselves. I'm the hardest thing in the street, but I got to show up high everywhere I go. And not on weed either. Damn, real tough. Real gangster. The gangsters is the dope fiends now. And this is the dumb, look, I love these dumb guys. You didn't succeed. You was in there talking about catching fades, trying to prove you was down. I ain't catching no fade to prove I'm down with nothing. I don't know I don't know how far your vagina go back, but you don't got to be in a gang to stand up for yourself and let people know what time it is. Because I know dudes who don't bang who will whoop the shit out of all these gangsters that y'all think is hard. I promise you. Hardest nigga on the planet is John Jones. He ain't from a gang. But that's how stupid you are. You like a female, like an ignorant project female who think banging a hood is a sign of masculinity, and it's not. Nah, crucial. Come on. Brandon was cookie tab 100%. She knows that. But it ain't about that because she's not my competition. She might spew poisonous feminist talking points, but I'm going to be real with you. The feminist talking points have been defeated to never return. They've been destroyed. So she's arguing a position that has been literally debunked. That's why Donald Trump won the election. Feminism was defeated. And most women won't even say that stupid stuff no more. But there's always a few holdouts. Hey, look, beyond our control. There's a link in the comments. Click it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Click it. You're smarter than me. Come articulate your point, Mr. I'm further in life than you. You're an idiot in life. That's what you are. You know what's so funny? These people think, Oh, unless you're a gang member, you just gotta let people walk all over you. Anyway, yeah, man. But definitely look into the life of Assata Shakur. Her story is amazing. She, there's books about her escape to Cuba, how she actually got over there. But like I said, Assata Shakur lived during. Am I being too loud? Assata Shakur lived during a time when Black people's brains was working at full capacity. She got arrested. She got shot. She got arrested. She escaped. The people y'all think is gangster, they turning themselves in like Big U. Sorry, guys. I had to turn that off. They're literally turning themselves in like Big U, right? One group of people back in the day, in the early part of our existence, we were fighting tooth and nail, right? We were fighting tooth and nail. Understand that. Back when we were conservative, like Brick Baby in the comments is saying, we were fighting tooth and nail. We weren't just laying down, taking it. Now, the hardest dude from your hood go turn himself in like a runaway slave, knowing that he's probably going to end up doing life in prison. And we going to get to that one. We going to get to that. Think about that. How captive is the mind? How captive does the mind have to be to say, I know these folks is trying to put me in jail for the rest of my life and get my ass up and drive to the police station and turn myself in? Dog, they would have had to come get me. They would have had to come get me. Because I'm not going in the clink for anybody trusting the damn system. But I'm the coon. I'm the coon. The man who would have said, let me see if I could figure out a way to get into Mexico and use this United States passport one more time to get to Africa and just live over there for cheap and see if there's a way for my family to send somebody I know over there some money so I can live. You got to think about where the mind is. Y'all worshiping gang members. Gang members got a slave mind. They just give massa whatever he want. Just like a slave. Hold on, y'all. Rich Trapper is calling me. Hold on. Do you guys, let me know if you guys hear any distortion, because I'm getting some buzz, a little bit of buzzing in my thing for some reason. I don't know why it is. Hold on, I'm muting up. I mean, if you really sit down and just break down the actions and try to understand the thought process required, right, for someone to do something that dumb. I know these people are trying to put me in jail for the rest of my life, but I'm going to just go hand myself over to them. Understand that. Understand that. Versus this woman who was like, they damn near. But just understand that. I come from the other group. Maybe I was just born too soon. He gonna call me. He tell him to call me here. But I just, that's how I think about things, y'all. I look at these people. I look at these people and I look at how our people look up to and worship and admire these people. And I'd be like, okay, that's cool. It's nothing wrong with looking up to these dudes, right? Some of these dudes got money, they have power, they have influence. It makes sense that people will look up to them. But I really think, like, what are the decisions these people are making? And are these decisions that reflect intelligence, that reflect a revolutionary mindset, prosperity, and the willingness to fight for who you are, your identity, and what you believe in? Or do these people's decisions more accurately reflect the mindset of a slave who treats himself like he's owned, right? Well, I just belong to them, so if they tell me to come on in so they can throw me up in the clink for the rest of my life, and I'm already 60 years old, I might as well go on down there. You reporting to the damn feds like you a kid getting called to the principal's office in elementary school. At least make them come get you. At least make them come get you. That's all I'm saying. But these are the people y'all look up to. I'm the coon. I'm the coon. The person thinking rationally is the coon. The dude trying to traffic women, yeah, we love him. The female talking feminism, glazing the white dudes up in no jar, yeah, we love her. You just got a slave mindset. So anytime someone comes through talking that free talk, that freedom talk, that liberation talk, you gotta turn on them. You was trained to fight them. I hear people, oh, I understand how Harriet Tubman. Who you think Harriet Tubman would have rolled with? Me or you? In the YNs, because that's who y'all love and worship. Y'all can't even be used for nothing because y'all so damn emotional. You'll turn the gun on your own people and kill them instead of going to fire at the enemy. We know how it goes. We see it plowed in the streets of of major cities all over America. Please don't try to run the stupidity on me. We saw a little bit of it on No Jumper, which I'm going to get to that part. We saw a little bit of it on the streets of No Jumper, but I'm gonna let people come up to get their thoughts on Assata Shakur, and then we're going into the situation where a No Jumper host, Black No Jumper host, gives black cards, official black cards, to white staff at No Jumper, and the ridiculousness of that. So we got Premium Network, we got Daniel Beverly. Go ahead, Premium Network.
Hey, what's the word, Brandon?
Good to hear from you.
Yeah, man. I wanted to run this conversation I have my brother with you real quick. I want your opinion on it real quick. We was discussing Charlie Kirk, and like his main argument was he refers like only the police have guns and not the civilians. And I was telling him, if you do that, the civilians will be effed by the criminals because they will open up a huge enterprise of selling illegal guns. And his main driver argument was that the Second Amendment always leads to mass shootings and things like that. And I was trying to tell him, like, oh, in order for the Second Amendment to be prevalent, some people got to pass away. Same thing with cars.
Was this person black?
My brother, this conversation between me and my brother, he's black, yes.
Yeah, your brother just has a slave mindset. Why would you want your former slave masters to have guns and you can't have none?
Because his main argument was he's into like fighting people, and like he's always just arguing was like, okay, well, how I told him the scenario, like, okay, what if somebody was to come in your house with a machete and you don't have no gun at all? His main argument was, okay, well, I would throw hands with him. I don't need a gun because everybody's too scared to get him.
I mean, you don't even have to finish these conversations. Your brother's a freaking idiot, man, and you know it. But the thing is, this is how black men have been brainwashed in America, bro. Let's be real. This dude talk about he gonna fight and I got a friend like this. His name is Prince, and he's the same. He's anti-gun. I said, what would you do if somebody came in your house with a gun on you and your wife? He's also married to a Caucasian woman. What would you do if they came in there with a gun on your wife and your kids? Man, I would just fight them. And then when they shoot you dead and take advantage of your wife and your children, then what you gonna do? So any man arguing like that it's a bad faith argument. It's not an argument that they intend to win. They're just arguing it to waste your time. And honestly, I would have just told bro, look, man, you're an idiot. Thank goodness people like you aren't controlling anything, and I'll keep voting for my gun rights. This is what I'm telling you. Black folks will out of one side of their mouth say, we got to stay on topic, but let me just give you the hypocrisy. Black folks out of one side of their mouth will say white supremacy and racism is the biggest threat to Black existence in America. They will then say that the police departments all over America are the most racist offshoots of the Klan ever in history, right? But then the same Black person will say, we should take all the guns from all the Black people, all the regular citizens, and we should only let the police departments that they say descended from the Klan and the racists in the military have weapons so they could do whatever they want to us. Do you understand how ignorant that is? So Black people suffer from something called cognitive dissonance, where they try to entertain two polar opposite thought ideas, right? At the same time. White supremacy is a threat to all Black life, but we're going to let the police departments that we say are controlled by white supremacy have all the guns, and we're going to relinquish our weapons and be totally helpless at the mercy of these same white supremacists, racists, cops, and all that stuff. Don't even argue with them, bro. Let them keep walking in ignorance and darkness, and I'm going to be real with you. He's going to learn one day, and if he doesn't, to hell with him, dude.
Yeah. He was saying like all gun owners or all legal gun owners were screeches like geeks. I'm like, okay, what about our dad? Because our dad, he owns a gun. And he was, I don't know, but he's all shoving on his word and stuff. Like, bro, like, these are the criminals commit mass shootings, not legal abiding people who upholds the Second Amendment, who's going to these classes, learning about guns, and like really putting in the effort. Because if you just have the guns all to the police, then the criminals gonna fucking turn into Walmart and just having guns for sale left and right, and that's gonna have the civilians out in the open. If everybody was turning their gun and all that weird shit, But
hey, you guys all saw me give this clown in the comments Beyond Our Control TV. You saw me give him an opportunity to come up and talk. He's just yelling from the comments, so I'm getting his ass out of here. Anyway. If you got a strong opinion, come up and give it. I don't want to argue from the comments. Like, don't do that. People didn't come here to hear you argue from the comments. But anyway, all right. Thank you, Premium Network.
Yeah, I'm gonna get ready for work. I'm gonna keep listening now. Thank you.
All right, for sure. Daniel Beverly, let's go. Assata Shakur.
I was addressing that. You talking about people calling you a coon.
Okay, address it.
Well, people call you a coon because you constantly defend white people and you constantly denigrate Blacks.
This is about Assata Shakur, man. You're in another subject.
No, because you kept saying I'm the coon. It seems like you don't understand.
I don't defend
what everybody else sees.
You think that being Black is synonymous with being a degenerate and a idiot?
No, I don't.
That's your problem. Yes, you do.
This is why you positive stuff. That's why
that's where we differ. A white person living in his house.
That's where his mother-in-law differ. When you want to talk about degeneracy, I tell you about PG County.
Have you talked to Tariq Nasheed about his white mother-in-law living in his house who tried to kidnap a bunch of Haitian kids? Have you addressed him over that?
What does that have to do with him?
All right, goodbye. Exactly. Go ahead, TSM.
Hey, what's up, Brandon? How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Thank you.
Before anybody tells me about you glazing and glorifying white folks, especially this idiot who's a Tariq Nasheed worshiper, go ask Tariq why that white woman is living in his house, why he said he will raise the flag of Europe in the bedroom, and all this mess. That's your battle. Before you get there, clean up your own house first, Nasheedians. Go ahead, TSM.
Hey, what's up, man? Those people are mentally here, bro. For real. Those people, FBA, Tariq, they're mentally here. And thank you again to make a show about Assata Shakur, because I know the story very well. I wrote the book. It's an amazing history, crazy but amazing. First of
Most
all,
of
I
these black
miss,
people, most of these black people in America who, oh, I'm pro-black, they've never even heard of Assata Shakur, bro.
and that's the crazy part of it. Assata Shakur being away since 40 years, bro. 40 years. Actually, now I just saw like today because I did some research again. I saw like the New Jersey police still ask about her. They ask about her on March because like I knew since like Trump is gonna be in the office again because the first time he was in the office he was asking about it to bring me back. The reward was $2 million on his head.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Fidel Castro actually in Cuba, he passed away. I thought like she gonna lose the protection from Fidel Castro, but no, Cuba didn't give it her back, you know. And Assata Shakur have nothing to do with FBA, bro. She's a Pan-Africanist, man. Before she go hiding in Cuba, she talk like she can go hiding in Africa, especially in Nigeria. Because back in the day, a lot of activists from the Panthers Party used to go hiding in Algeria. Because over
yeah,
there, Algeria was a protector country for activists from the FNN, from South Africa, from with Nelson Mandela, all of that. So
yeah,
basically, she chose Cuba over Africa because, like, she know Algeria is going to be maybe more easy to get her.
yeah.
That's why she ended up in Cuba.
Yeah,
And I'm
because
telling,
Algeria, um, they were not they were not politically opposed to America. That's the problem. With Cuba,
exactly,
they were aligned with Russia, so it was like they almost took it as like a badge of like a pride. They took it like a source of pride to like protect her from the United States.
exactly. And the thing is, like with Assata Shakur, the case is very complex because, like, even Tupac Shakur was involved in it because they thought the Fed was talking like maybe Tupac sent the money to her in Cuba to afford a lifestyle. You remember, like, you used to have a lot of rumors that say, "Hey, Tupac is in Cuba." Blah, 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 blah. No, the reality is like Asata was in Cuba, okay, and they talk like death row, and Tupac himself sent the money away in Cuba for Asata Shakur. Yeah. That's why, like a lot of people, people are confusing. They don't know history. They don't reading book. Asata Shakur, like how many rappers from the '90s make a lot of profit over her name? Common, Dollar Soul, all those guys, they've been talking about Assata Shakur on their song, but today you ask everybody on the street right now, hey, who is Assata Shakur? They don't know. They don't know. Even a guy like African like me, I know who he is because you know, it's sad,
No,
man.
yeah,
And she have nothing to do with FBA, bro. She have
because
nothing
you
to do with FBA. Huh?
because you care about your history, right?
Of
These
course.
people only care about white acceptance. That is the goal for them. But it's not all their fault because they are programmed like that by the civil rights movement. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because what they want is like be successful in America. And Asata show, hey, you can have a good life in Cuba. And she take it out though. Shout out to her because I'm telling you, a lot of people laughing today, ha ha ha. But it's pretty hard to spend 40 years away, especially in Cuba. It's pretty hard. You have not the same car you got not the same fridge you got not the TV. No, it's pretty hard, man. It's shameful. Like even like I hope so. Tariq Nasheed is not gonna talk about her, bro, because he don't deserve it. He don't deserve it.
No, no. Yeah, he's like a charlatan, right? But people follow people like Tariq Nasheed because he makes it easy for them to operate in cognitive dissonance. He's a Negro apologist. He apologizes. He's an apologist for the ignorant uh, uh, thinking and action of black folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's never going to
he,
hold them accountable as long as they pay him.
exactly. It's sad. And like I'm telling you, bro, I mean, I hope like with the history, even like I'm surprised, like why like there are no like TV production like make a movie about her. I think it's coming though. I think the movie is coming about her because like hell, is a I think is the most she was the most FBI wanted list as a woman. She was the most one after she was I think she was after Ben Laden, right?
Say that one more time.
I think she was after Osama bin Laden on the most wanted list from the
I
Fed,
mean,
from the
she was
FBI.
pretty. She was pretty high for a while. I know that.
Well, yeah, yeah. You got 2 million on her head, bro. That's
Yeah.
not a joke. And like the thing is like, bro, I believe like what they're gonna do right now, they will try to make a profit about her name, try to make a movie or something like that. But she got a daughter. I don't think so. She's gonna sell the right like that, you know.
I mean,
But
maybe she
hey,
will, and she should get the money. Get your money, because it's like your mom.
yeah,
She passed away. She was not incarcerated. She didn't spend the rest of her life rotting in a freaking prison. You know what I'm saying? So I
yeah.
think ultimately she won, man. She won as much of a
And
win as she could.
hey, by the way, shout out to Sunjata Akoli though. Sunjata Akoli spent 40 years on jail. I think he spent life in jail for her, bro. Yeah,
Man, that's
he's the
crazy.
one who actually went to the jail to pick her up.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Sunjata Akoli, Google him, bro. He's the one who spent time for her because like they it was like three men went to the jail, pick up her, put her on a boat, but the two other guys didn't walk away. So Sunjata Akoli and I forget the other name, man. Those guys they in jail until today. I think that Akoli passed away last year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
and this is
God.
why people like Tariq, they want to they want to drive a wedge between the African immigrant and the, the black American, because they understand, as because black Americans, we've given away everything we got to give, right? We have nothing else to give. So the final thing we have to give, and I always bring up this book called The Giving Tree. It's a kid's book, but I think everybody should read it. It's about this boy, and there's a tree, and the boy and the tree are friends, and the tree gives to this boy everything it has. He wants to build a house, the tree gives the branches. First, it starts off giving him fruit, but as the tree gets older and the boy grows up, the boy demands more and more to the tree of the tree, wants more and more from the tree. So at the end of the day, there's nothing but a stump left, and the boy's like ruined, and he just sits on the stump like, that's the last thing I could do is just make you, be a chair for you, right? And that's how black people are in America. I believe it was Dr. No, it was Malcolm X who said black people are the only race of people on earth who believe in progress through concession, where we think we're going to give up enough for another group of people to accept us, right? That's why we give
Mm,
up everything that we got, like the Negro League, right? Our economy, our grocery stores, just everything, our music. We give everything all in the name of getting white acceptance. But
mm,
now that they've gotten everything we have to give and we got nothing left, we've even given these people our children. I'm gonna be real
yep.
with you. We send our
Wow.
kids to school every day so our kids can be indoctrinated into all types of crazy psychosis and mental illness by them. And we
Mm,
and we know it's not good, and we know it's dangerous. And guess what we do? We fight for the right, the ability to send our children into destruction at the hands of another group of people, right? But now that we've given everything we have to give, the last thing we got to give is our identity, our African identity. And people like Tariq Nasheed are working every day to help us give it away, to help them acquire it from us, to put them in a position where they're going to define what it means to be black, a black man or a black woman. See what I'm saying?
that's good. Yeah, of course. And the thing is, like at the time, Asata case was in the 70s. I think it was 70s, 60s or 70s, no, 70s. So I believe at the time, like African American was like a real leader in the activist way. Like people
We
all
were known as the vanguards of revolutionary struggle
oh,
in the world. The vanguard mean we were the leaders of that. Now look at
exactly.
us. Now look at us.
Exactly. Looking now, bro. Xenophobia, bro. At the time, I'm telling you, you go to Ghana, you go to Algeria, you go even to France. People used to say, "Hey, bro, in America, black people are fighting over there, bro. You got Malcolm X, you got Black Panthers, whatever." At the end of the day, everybody know it was a real fight. You know what I'm saying? And like, look at us today. Today, like we people pulling up on you and say, like, I don't want to be African. I don't want to be. Are you serious, bro?
But
People
they
like
can't
Assata
even tell
Shakur
you
is
why.
even
They can't
yeah,
even tell you why. Ask them, what's wrong with being an African? Oh, it stink over there. It's dirty over there. Stupid stuff.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And you got people
Stupid
like
stuff.
yeah, you got people like Assata Shakur dying, like try to make everything to just like teach people about like where they're from, where they're coming from, where they can go. And like, no, you got someone like Tariq Nasheed, bro, you just put up and throw everything away like that. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. And I hope
Listen,
so, please. I will check his page. I will make sure, boy, don't talk about her because he don't deserve it.
hey, look, this is the quote you need to remember right here. Marcus Garvey said it best. The enemies are not so much from without as from within the race. Our biggest enemy's going to come from within. The rugged, radical individualist who place their own personal desires over what's best for the group. That's what it's about. And with that being said, I'll show you what this looks like right now. Oh, shoot, I didn't even get to the part. But I could show you what it looks like when someone says, screw the group. This is what I have a desire to do. So I'm going to do it. Dang, I'm looking for this thing right here real quick.
Wow.
No, I'm going to show you. I should have looked this up way earlier, but I was busy as hell today. I think it might have happened at the end. But dang, where's it at? Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Hold on. Damn it.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to look where this guy. Oh, you know what? I could get it on the No Jumpers clip page. I'm tripping. This is what it looks like. Because when everyone thinks that they can call shots within your group, but none of these people will tell you what their qualifiers are for why they should be able to call shots. Like, I've been to Africa a lot of times, right?
Yeah.
So I understand that even within a tribe, there's a hierarchy. Everyone don't
Yeah.
just get to jump up and speak for the tribe. A lot of people aren't even permitted to speak because they're not in a position where they know enough to speak with understanding and knowledge on the concerning the group. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
So when you look at it from that perspective, you understand that people will bring certain people into a situation because they know those people don't really have a firm grasp over the history and the significance of a lot of things, so they don't value it. So if they don't value it, guess what? It's easier to trick them out of it, to trick them
Exactly.
into doing certain things that bring shame upon your people as a group.
Exactly. And
People
that's try
and
try
people
to do,
go ahead.
yeah.
No, go
And
ahead.
that's what Tariq is doing. He using ignorance because now people are comfortable. Like we live in the era right now, or like we got people are comfortable with stupidity. Like you said earlier, if you ask like somebody, hey, who is Assata Shakur? They don't know. Because
Yeah, they
now
don't
we
know.
comfortable and people just think like, okay, I can, we don't care anymore. We don't care about what's happening in the 70s. We don't care about the Black Panthers party. If you ask somebody what is Black Panthers, they're gonna say it's a movie. They will say that, bro. They will say Black Panther is the movie.
No,
They even don't know
100%.
about the political party. It's
Man,
crazy.
it's just like they only look at it based on what they can gain, right? There's a lot of
Exactly.
things I could do, but there's a lot of things I don't do because I say, how will this reflect on us as a whole? But it makes sense because these people will murder another black person in cold blood like a dog. They have a certain disdain or a certain in their mind some way they've devalued what it means to be black. They only use it if they think they can it'll help them be able to play the victim to gain something, right? It's like these people who be complaining about these police shootings. They didn't give a damn about nothing black until their kid got shot, and they're really not complaining about it because their kid got shot. They know that if they use the race card, that's the quickest way to a paycheck. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. It's all about money. It's all about money. Those people think about money for everything. And back in the day, if you go to the 70s with the Black Panthers Party, it was not about money. Black people at the time was like a fighter socialist. They were social, but because at the time the circumstances make you become a socialist. You know, when the Black Panthers used to give like a free breakfast to kids, stuff like that, you know, that was a socialist because we know the system is against us. We need to find a way to be, to do it every day, you know. And like the funny part is that at the time, Black people in America was more intellectually educated than it is right now.
Yeah, that's because
That's the crazy.
back at that time, Black people wanted an education. Now, a lot of Black people don't care about knowing things. They say, "Oh, I could just look at my phone." You know, if it's not something that they need to know immediately, or if it doesn't revolve around them getting something for free, you know what I'm saying? They don't even care about knowing it.
Yeah,
But dude,
and
first, go ahead.
I'm telling you, if you're African American was keeping this mindset at the time, today in America, we will never have Hispanic, Africans, immigrant taking over. No, because like if you guys keep this mindset, like, hey, we know what's going on, we're doing the best for ourselves, we're well educated, we don't touch drugs, no drugs. I'm telling you, immigrant and African and Latino will never surpass Black America.
Man,
I'm telling you, bro.
I'm trying to look for the part in the video where this guy Creep hands over the black cards to Josh and Lush, because I wanna kind of make a point here. I'm looking for it, but I can't find it. Did they like cut this part out or something? Or was it right in the beginning? Hey, anybody who watches No Jumper, do y'all know at what point in the video this guy gave away those black cards? Because someone sent me like a clip or something, and I watched it, but I can't find it now. Damn. Where he gave away these official black cards. I really can't find this shit. I'm like looking for a point where he. Oh, first 6 minutes? Okay, let me see. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Thank y'all. Yeah, so I just want you guys to look at this, and I want you guys to just look at the reactions of everybody around. You know, Tam, she comes off as someone who's like a pro-black, but it's not real. And he jumps up and says this, I mean, zero pushback. Yeah. Zero, like, hey, what the hell? You know, and I be looking at this situation with No Jumper, like, no one's gonna say anything. All these super blackity blacks. but
by the way, I think you're too smart for No Jumpers, bro.
That's
I
okay.
think it's like you too smart for this show, bro.
I feel like I'm too smart for this show that I'm on right now too. But hey, but I'm gonna bring you back up. Let me get this part right here. So let me play the audio from this.
A glaring omission.
As a elephant in the room, no point intended.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
booty
booty
shorts. There's an elephant not in the room.
That's
I want to be mean, but somebody said he was taking up a lot of space on the couch.
There,
I
There's
can
a lot
see
of
that.
space here.
I can
now.
see that.
We're chilling.
I can definitely see that.
There's someone who's not here today, though.
Who's missing?
There's a glaring omission.
as a elephant in the room, no point intended.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
booty
booty
shorts. There's an elephant not in the room.
That's who I'm up here to place. Oh, hey, booty
I don't want
shorts.
to be mean, but somebody said he was taking up a lot of space on the couch.
Right.
There.
You're sitting the feminist who cares about women, who tried to defend a woman who let her daughter get basically used and abused and eventually deleted by a PDF file. Tam was defending this lady, right? The David situation. Now is sitting next to a self-admitted trafficker. She has no smoke for that person. But I'm the coon. I'm the coon. You guys don't understand that the whole goal is just to get the only real man, damn near at no jumper, who's going to speak on it, on obvious inconsistencies, out of the room. We don't like him because he calls out XYZ, and I don't want to be in the room with him because one day he might call out the shit that I've been accused of doing. That's what that's about. He might call out the stuff I've been accused of doing. So what do? I need to get that guy out of the room on the Tuesday show, relegate him this so I never really have to see him on camera. And now, you know me, I'm not there because of my own, because I don't want to be right now. For, you know, I have my reasons I explain to y'all. But it's like, oh, we see someone's out here. Yeah, because everybody in there want to feel like the smartest person in the room. And when I'm there, I'm not even saying I'm the smartest. I'm saying when I'm there, if you talk about something, you're going to have to know what you're talking about. You're not going to be able to just throw shit out and no one's going to say anything.
I can
There's a
see
lot of
that.
space here.
I can
now.
see that.
We're chilling.
I can definitely see that.
Hey,
You
and
could
the
breathe
thing
now,
is,
huh? All
the
right.
thing is,
I mean,
over the this last week, like I made a video. I took Brandon's black card. He is no longer a part of the black community.
you were selling them,
You know what
right?
I'm saying? And with that being said, I would like to present two people with a black card.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? My boy Lush Uno, you get a black card.
Okay.
You see
And
what
my
it
boy
is.
Josh.
Oh,
Josh.
My nigga gave Lil Juicy Vert. the
What can
black
they use
card.
this for now? Hold on.
Read it
Hold
off,
on.
read it
All
off,
right.
Lush.
Hey, suspect said my boy gave little Juicy Vert the black card. But what I'm saying to y'all is like, this is what they want. This is why they like these people, because these people don't even see the value of who they are. To them, well, we can do this and do that because white folks is doing it. Creep is the same person who said it's okay for black people to kill black people because at one point over red and blue, because during the Revolutionary War, white people killed each other over red and blue, right? They didn't kill each other over red and blue. They killed each other because there were the American revolutionary settlers, Washington and them, the blue coats, and the British who were the red coats. They weren't killing over red and blue. They were killing because one group wanted to be independent of another. One country, the colonies wanted to be independent from Britain. And they wanted to be independent from Britain because they were not they didn't believe that they were fairly represented within the British Parliament, right? Which basically voted on things, and that would influence, you know, what the king did, right? That's why it was taxation without representation. Now, this Crip and Blood stuff ain't over no taxes. It's purely arbitrary Negroism. This person is from the enemy hood, so I gotta kill him. But if this other person is from the enemy hood, and I happen to be locked up with him on a Tuesday in YA, he gets a pass, but another dude from his hood don't. Yeah, that's what getting taxed is. Taxation without representation, right? But what I'm saying is, I just don't think these people really see the value in who they are. They're so quick. It's so easy for them to dismiss things that are going on within our own community that just are no good. It's no good, and it should be called out and condemned. But it's like, nah, we could do it because the white man was doing it 200 years ago. I'm not comparing anything of today with something that happened over 200 years ago, because the reasons are not the same. But let's play the rest.
All right.
I
What
need
does this card
clarification.
come with? What does this card come
First of
with?
all, I'm getting
Please
this
be clear.
laminated. This is now my identification.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
feel
let's
me?
go.
This is my state identification.
Okay.
This certifies you as an honorary official black card holder.
Now, is Lush, when he goes to the county jail, going to be like, yeah, I'm an honorary black? Or is he about to diss the blacks and get on time with the Mexicans? And the Mexicans say, we about to go in here and bum rush the blacks and get cracking. You know what he's going to do? I don't care if it was a joke. This whole situation is a joke. I'm not taking it as a joke. Because when I talked about Hispanics jokingly, they was up in arms. All this is, and that's the problem with niggas. Like College Genesis said, we just a bunch of murderous clowns. If we talk about they group, anything, they up in arms, ready to go crazy. But then when somebody humiliates or makes fun of our group, oh, it's just a joke. How long do you want to be a joke? I like Sprite. That's what you want to be. I'm just a joke. No, Lush will go to jail. You smoking that shit, they catch you. You going to jail. I'm not going to fight anybody. I'm going to fight with my words. I'm going to fight with my words. I don't have a problem with Creep personally. But what I'm saying is this was ignorant. It wasn't funny. And it's like, what the hell is going on? But this is what we do. Oh, you don't like something, you got to go fight them. Just ignorant. Logical Mel think. Thank you. I'll send you away so you don't have to look at the joke anymore. But that's what I'm saying. Everything got to be a fight so we don't have to discuss anything. That's why it was a clown move. We want to fight because we don't want to discuss it. No, debate him. Go debate him. Debate him on what? Debate him on what? We got a viral clip where I said we can't excuse black on black violence by using white racist towns from 150 years ago. And dude said, oh man, white people was killing each other in 200 years ago over red and blue. And so don't get at us because we're killing each other over red and blue. Right. No, 100% Smooth G. But it's not even debatable at this point. But I understand where it comes from because most of it is rugged, radical individualism. I'm trying to get what I can get for me. These people claim to be about the community and advocates for the community, but at the end of the day, and I'm not saying that Creep ever claimed to be that, but there's a bunch of people sitting around them who act like they're all like about all the black shit. Right? But every time you hear them open their damn mouth, they sound more like a white feminist, liberal, radical liberal, than they sound like a person who truly has the best interests of black folks in their mind. That's just all I'm saying. I don't know if Suspect replaced me, and if he did, so what? That's cool. I don't care. I truly don't care. This is what I know. This is what I know for a fact. That stream is sitting at 34,000 views. That's what I know. So all this person is, that person's better. Listen, man, numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. That's what I know. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna switch up. I don't know what the hell happened to my camera. But that's what I know. I know numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. So yeah, hopefully he did replace me. One thing I'll tell you though is as much as he might have replaced me, I'll say there was one good thing about it. I noticed he wasn't smoking no damn weed on camera. Somebody definitely had to talk with somebody about that. Somebody definitely had to talk with somebody about that. because I didn't see him rolling up not once. But he'll go back to doing it because when you have addictions, you can't help it, right? You know, so let's see how long it lasts. But all I'm saying is that these people claim to be one thing, but it really just seems like they're going to just go along to get along. They're going to go along to get along. I want to see some real shit. I want to see somebody say, hey, you up here doing a monologue about families and all this shit. You know, what's up with your past? Where you were claiming to proudly be moving women around the whole shores of LA. That's what I would want to know. Me personally. Call me old-fashioned. But that's really what I would want to talk about. Like, what's up with this? This what you said you was doing. I want to know. I want to know if we still on that. I don't know why I got no freaking. I want to know if we're still on that time, but no one's gonna say anything because everyone's too scared to ruffle some feathers. I'm like, dude, feathers are gonna get ruffled one way or another. But to me, that stuff would make for a more interesting conversation. You know, if you ask me, because I want to know, you know, is there any growth taking place? Are people learning anything, you know, from their past or whatever? But, you know, like you guys said, these people don't want to know any of that stuff. And yeah, that might be true. But I do believe that a lot of times people don't know what they want, especially in the social media space. A lot of times people really don't know what they want. They're just kind of taking whatever you give them. And maybe I'm a fool, you know, for thinking that, you know, maybe I could change that. I don't know why this camera is so close to my damn face, which is crazy, but whatever. Maybe I'm an absolute idiot for thinking I could change that, but hey, at least I gave it a try. That's more than I could say for some people. Why the hell is it so close? Hold on, guys. I'm adjusting my camera. Oh, here we go. I was in the wrong damn camera setting. But anyway, yeah. So that's me. Just call me old-fashioned. Call me whatever you want to. Just don't call me late for dinner, as the saying goes. So someone please clip what? Someone please clip what? Tell me the clip you want to make so I can clip it later. I mean, yeah, I think Lush is a decent podcaster. But what I don't like about his podcasting is when he tries to be a sensationalist. Like when he tries to pit people against each other, like what he tried to do with Young Money Niche and Anne. Oh, I don't like that C word. Like, bro, what are you? Ugly Money Niche said crab because he's talking about crabs in a bucket. And he's like, yeah, I don't like that C word. He's, you know, he sees Adam do that and then he's trying to do it. You know, I think he's trying to be like the new Adam so Adam could like go on vacation and do what he wants to do. But I just tell him like, bro, you don't see anybody who's successful at podcasting doing that type of shit. It just comes off as disingenuous as hell. Hey, Crip Report Card, cuz. But I get that you guys kind of have low standards. But I got a question for you guys. Everyone's talking about, I'll go in the comments, right? It'll be a video that got no views. People be like, this was great podcasting. Yeah, man, the W pod. I love this group. If it's such a great group, why is nobody watching it? If this was the greatest podcast ever, W No Jumper, why is no one watching it? And that's why I think No Jumper's fan base is like, I think they're just hate watching No Jumper, and they're literally just doing like a gaslighting thing where they're like, let's say something, let's say the opposite and see if they keep doing it. And I think that might be the you know, the trap that everyone's fallen into. And I'm not even saying that's because I'm there or not. I mean, I've been on videos with low views. I don't think ever as low as 30,000 after 3 days on a Thursday show. But the thing is, and I think a lot of the views come with the clips. And if you don't get good clips, no one's going to go back and watch it. But I'm literally wondering that. Yeah, nobody watched today. It maxed out at 1,500 views. Yeah. Maybe they are bots. You know what I'm saying? But what I would say that I give you, even when I'm on No Jumper, consistency. With me, you know what you're going to get. You know what you're going to get. And I think that that's the foundation of building good podcasts. When I watch Tim Pool, I know what I'm going to get. When I watch Joe Rogan, I know what I'm going to get. When I watch Candace Owens, I know what I'm going to get. When I used to watch Charlie Kirk, I knew what I was going to get. Ben Shapiro, I know what I'm going to get. That's one thing I'll tell Lush, man, pick a freaking position and stick to it. Stop just glazing everybody as they come in. That might work for getting free crack from the dope man, but that's not going to work for building up a podcast. Yeah, when there's no pushback. I don't think there's a single podcast on earth where everyone is just agreeing, unless it's like a basketball podcast. But then even with that, they'll start arguing about who's better, Kobe or LeBron. Who's the GOAT, LeBron or Jordan? It's the conflict that makes you like, yo, I want to see, where they differ in opinion. Because if we wanted to see everyone agree, we just go watch PBS, dude. We just go watch NPR or Fox News. Where there's I'm telling you, even if you look at something like Fox News, guys, they have people on there who have a differing opinion. They have, like if you look at CNN, Scott Jennings, he's there just to be the one conservative in the room. And now they have two. They got a black dude too. But if you look at someone like Scott Jennings, right? He's there because he sees things differently. Doesn't mean he's a liar, he's dishonest, or he's a lie. He's no good. No, it means he hears the information and he receives it and processes it in a different way. That's what that means. And man, I'm telling you, it makes for some good TV. It makes for a good watch. It makes for a good watch. And everybody and their mama is making a video about it, right? And that's kind of what we had, in my opinion, with me at No Jumper. I say
Congresswoman,
unpopular opinion in a room full of idiots. Well, I'm not calling these people idiots, but I'm just saying in a room full of liberals, and then like all the liberal-minded people who watch No Jumper. Now what? 25 videos being made about something I said. Not because I'm trying to purposely disagree or, but because I just have an opinion that's not popular among Black people. My positions and thoughts, they more accurately reflect Black people post 1950, when we were actually having success. You ever saw the movie Harlem Nights with Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor and them? And Sugar Ray was rich as hell and had damn near more money than the white folks. Why? Because that's when black people was standing up for themselves. They wasn't looking for the government to take care of them. They built their own and they provided for their own. Much in the way you'll see Hispanics today, you know, they say, F it. Let's get out here and sell tacos. F it. Let's get out here and sell bacon wrap hot dogs outside the Staples Center. Because they're not waiting for someone to take care of them. They are taking care of themselves. And then you know what they do? They build that business up, and now they got 4 and 5 people that they don't even know working that grill, getting cracking. And guess what? Once these people can run this one, they move and go open another one. Oh, yeah. But that's okay because somebody said, hey, guys, can we get the super chats up? And can we contribute to the stream and hit the like button and all that? Let's get cracking, man. But like the new cast is literally racist towards white people. See, I was able to, in my opinion, represent black excellence while not being a racist towards any group. Even the little Edgar's on there was like, nah. Even Steven said, hey, you know, Brandon, he's cool because at least he's even. I criticize black folks, I criticize white folks, and I criticize Mexican folks all in the same episode. Now it's just like, let's try to punch down on a white man while a white man is writing our paycheck. But that's what a lot of like white liberals like. They'll pretend to be the whipping boy as long as they're the ones raking in the dough. I'm asking. I like Sprite. I could just get rid of you. You guys need to support the stream. What the hell you mean? I'm the only one up at 842 giving y'all content. Support. Well, if y'all want to hear me talk about the viral situation, y'all better support. That's really why I asked it. I asked for it because if y'all don't get me to the 10 super chats, we're not going to talk about Viral Way and Rich Trapper. And I know y'all want to talk about that. You got to pay for the ignorance on this platform. But anyway, so I wanted to just give you an example of what it's like when you got a good, healthy room with someone to disagree. And if it's not a good strategy, why is CNN using it? Why is Abby Phillips' show the most watched show on CNN? And she has the one conservative voice on CNN. Why is it like that? Because people want to see a healthy debate. You know?
Congresswoman, that TikTok trend, I don't even know where to begin. I'm not sure why this is necessary. I mean, there is like serious stuff happening in this country, but that seems to be just inviting ridicule.
So when you think about TikTok as a trend, we are trying to reach out to different people and different voters. And the woman who produced this is an influencer with 7 million followers. So this is lighthearted, it's fun. And every time you do something creative, you're going to get criticism, right? But I actually applaud them for trying to do something different. And here's the reality. 7 million followers, whether you think it's cringe or you like it, we're on CNN on a Thursday night and we're talking about it on national TV.
But I guess my question is, to what end? I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I mean, maybe you will get 7 million eyeballs, but what is the point?
I am not accustomed to helping your party do anything.
Yeah.
But let me give you some advice. This was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And if you read the comments today, Lord have mercy. Look, scrambling for new social media and communication strategies is not a replacement for fixing what's actually wrong. Your party has a 21% approval rating right now, congressional Democrats.
Well, let's talk about fixing what's wrong. Donald Trump is doing nothing for the American people.
He has a 50% approval rating.
But he's doing nothing for the American people.
And so
he's not lowering the cost of living.
Advice
he tells lies.
Fix the policy and leave the gimmicks behind.
Yes, and let's fix policy.
Okay, well, let me finish here. Let the Congresswoman respond to that, because I think the underlying what he's got is saying.
Now, all these women are in there doing circle jerk, like what you see at No Jumper. And Scott Jennings comes out of nowhere like, this is the dumbest idea ever. He's right, though. He's telling them the truth. But they're going to react like females. And that's why I be telling you, I be I be getting a lot of feminist energy up in No Jumper, feminine energy up in there. And I'm telling you, this is These are all the more intelligent versions of Tam. They're actually not knowledgeable. They pretend to believe this crap for a paycheck. She actually believes it. That's the difference. That's the rub. You actually believe this. They're smart enough to know better. But they get paid to say something else. And if Abby Phillip got paid to go over to Fox News, her whole tune will change. Scott Jennings is the man, but I only watch the 5 when Jessica Tarlove is on. Now the 5 is the shit. I love the 5 on Fox News. Shout out to you, the Neighborhood Herald. See, but you see what I'm saying? This is a black man who's into politics, who watches Fox News and different things. But go to No Jumper, they'll tell you that these black men don't even exist. And I do represent a certain demographic that has a voice and would like to have their voice represented in all spaces, right? The person Adam wanted was like Van Lathan, just a straight bootlicker for the Democrats. Like, but it's more, it's more digestible for bros' political senses, right? Because, if we're conservatives, we got opinions on certain shit that you're doing, and you don't want to feel like you're in a place where people are judging you, right? I'll tell you what's funny, though. Let me tell you what's funny. Josh, he acts like he has an issue with me. Adam, he passive aggressively has an issue with me. Notice that I'm the only black man up there who's married with a relationship. Not running around, whoremongering all over the city. Not on drugs. Not coming in stuck, like I can't think. It's like there's so many things that I feel like these are the real reasons why bro had a problem, as opposed to the reasons why they said they had an issue. The fans don't like, the viewers don't like you. That's what I'm giving. The viewers don't like you. I'm like, what? Is there a little bit of lag in my camera? Let me know. But I'm like, the viewers don't like me. Well, that's not what I'm seeing in the comments. I honestly look at it like it's about 50-50. And I think even part of the people who say they don't like me, they'll inbox me and be like, bro, I criticize you all day, but I like you. You're good for, being up there. So I'm like, what are y'all reading versus what I'm reading? And then I realize, none of this is rooted in anything truthful. It's honestly just all about figuring out a way to kind of keep me, from really having any real influence. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm not even tripping. Not even tripping. But let's see. Look, I'm gonna show y'all all the damn. This is so crazy because if you look at this in my Instagram, look at all these message requests that I don't even answer. Tons of message requests I don't even answer. These are people from No Jumper. I don't know these people. Look at all these people. And then there's a lot that are hidden. Look at all these message requests. These are No Jumper people. I haven't even opened any of those requests. But the fans don't like you. The fans hate you. No, they don't. You're saying that because you don't like me. And you just don't want to say, hey, I don't fuck with you. Just say it, dude. I mean, it'll get it off your chest. Get it off your chest. Let me look at this one. Oh, this one right here is about your girl, T-Dog. I'm gonna call her T-Dog. Man, you cooked her so bad she shut up for a good hour. Yeah, we know. But this is the Lush glazing. Oh, this and that. She's cooked your food. Like, bro, if she really did it, you would need for her. She would need for you to be her personal cheer squad, right? Likes don't matter. It's about views and engagement, and you're bringing that to. Hold on, real quick. All right, so Rich Trapper is calling me right now. Guys, give me a testing to see if they can hear you.
1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mr. Viral is running from the fade, not from me, but from you.
From me?
No, I'm just talking shit.
Oh, yeah.
That nigga said from me.
I was like, what the heck? Can y'all hear? Let me know if y'all can hear in the comments. This is regarding the viral Rich Trapper situation. So what's the deal, man?
Man, so this.
Why do y'all even? First of all, why do y'all even have beef? I'm trying to figure that out.
All right, so let's take it from the top. Hey, can you show like picture in picture? If I send you something, can you show it?
I'm on my laptop. Where you gonna send it?
I can text it to this number I'm talking to you on.
Okay, what do you want to send me?
So this nigga, Mr. Viral, made a comment. You see that he was like, yeah, I only wanted to deal with Rich Trapper because I felt bad for him because everybody was against him and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
You see, I can show you the videos from my very first conversation.
You don't even gotta show us. You could just tell us, because
Mr. Viral is begging me for an interview. In June of last year, Mr. Viral is begging me for an interview. Trying to, I had that little run last year. I did it all in one day. I did Community, No Jumper, and Haters World all in one Wednesday. You feel me?
Okay.
Mr. Viral, you know what I'm saying, being a good son that he is, he wanted to be like his daddy. You feel me?
Who's his daddy?
I love all my kids.
Damn.
Even the ones that I don't do the best by. But Mr. Viral was my project child, so I do better with the twins. But you want to do this interview? All right, cool. I'm not tripping. As long as you know me, as long as anybody know me, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do something. You feel me?
Okay.
My nigga, even on how me and you talk this on personal, if I ever say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
So Mr. Viral, I told him, I say, hey, bro, when I come back in a couple months, mind you, this is June of last year. I came back permanently May of this year. I said, I'll be back in a couple months. When I come through, I owe you that interview. I said, I owe you that interview because you hit me up, and I went on no white ass platform. I went to Haters World. They got a Mexican platform. I could go sit down with another black man.
Right.
Period. So I hit up Viral and I'm like, yeah, I got you. So as I come back, I'm hitting them up like, oh yeah, let me know something. Every time we talk as homies, oh, well, let me know, bro. I'll pull up on you. One day I'm kicking it, minding my business, and I get a video, and this is Mr. Viral's last week. Mr. Viral going articles, going crazy. You feel me? Good slander. Oh yeah, Rich Trapper. He was begging me for an interview. Wooty bam, sex play this, sex play that. So I ain't even tripping. I ain't mad. I ain't got no animosity. Let's just go ahead and get that out the way.
So what do you think made him or pushed him to go in on you like that?
Oh, we all know that Mr. Viral is begging for a spot to be anywhere. He a homeless prostitute.
Don't listen. We keeping this clean to clip it.
No, I ain't gonna cuss, but I can say homeless prostitute.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mean he's like a social media
Yeah, so Mr. Viral is a lady at a night. He'll go with whoever will have him. So let's take it back from day one. Why are you going in on me? Because you got to get back to No Jumper. But you can't sit on that No Jumper couch with the content you bring. Don't nobody want to. No Jumper has a 90% Mexican fan base. They don't want to sit here and listen to your Mexican hate rhetoric for 5 hours.
Okay.
They don't want to hear that from you. You feel me? You have no real conversational skills. Anytime somebody doesn't agree with him, it goes into, well, I said so, and that's it. He argued like a black mom because I said so. You feel me? So nobody really wants to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to just the reality of what he has going on with Adam, let's call a spade a spade. Adam don't forget who be calling them little 16s and PDF files and all that kind of stuff. Adam put Mr. Viral on the team so he didn't have to go against him no more. Not because you was an asset, not because you had something going. Adam don't like going against people. So if he can have you on a team and have you as his lapdog rather than have you against him, you good.
But Adam doesn't have a problem going against T-Rail and all those dudes at Community.
But I was finna say, so hear me on this. Even just to use you as an example, the reason why Mr. Viral can make it and you can't have no jumpers because you're gonna say something back. Mr. Viral's gonna get marked out, and then
but I survived at no jumper longer than him, and I left because I wanted to get paid more.
Well, yeah, you want more chili. You feel me? So taking it back to T-Rail and them, but think about it like this: T-Rail fake beef, not T-Rail, Mr. Viral fake beefing with Heather, T-Rail wife. You be having your little problems with her. Out of all the men on the FMW, you pick T-Rail wife to have a problem with. But you can't really get on her the way you want to get on her because you can't call her out her name. Because if you call her out her name, you can't never go back up there.
My whole thing, just to make a long story short, the only issue I have with it, you know what I'm saying, and I made some phone calls today. The only issue I had with it is when it was me at the garage. Oh, bro, you got marked out. You should have fought no matter what. Woo, 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 like this. Even when I said, no, this is not. Even when it was obvious that what the dude said he had and what it was going to be, it wasn't that. Oh, he got marked out. He goes on a tour or attempts to go on a tour, hollering, I got marked out. Then tries to bring somebody from 20s on there to try to supposedly call me out and expose me, which was dumb because as soon as I start making phone calls, everything turned into pure apologies, as you know, right? So he went on a whole slander campaign on someone who he said at one point he was going to defend me in a fight that I was supposed to have. I got marked out. According to him, you should have fought no matter what. Okay, you called him all out of his name, all that. You're screaming for a fade. And I'm just seeing a video where dude is like, I'm not fighting you and all this. It's like, if we go by the same rules that you tried to hold me to, is that not a mark out?
Bingo.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying bro got marked out. I'm not saying it's not me coming to me trying to put it out there. He got marked out. It's me saying you made these rules. You chose,
and now let's just play the game.
And then here's the thing. You know what he told me? He said, you just mad. This was on No Jumper when I was on the phone. You just mad because I won't take your side and agree to whatever you say. Okay, Viral. He said, I'm keeping it 100 because I'm a real blah, blah, blah. Okay, as a real dude who's not taking Viral side, I'm not taking your side, Trapper. You called him out. You called him out his name. You said you want the fade. Bro spoke your name on the internet in a slanderous way. Now you need that. Why is this man not taking that fade? Why is this man saying, oh, you don't just get my fade? Bro, he wants it. You've offended him, right? He's offended you. All I'm saying is, if the rules are the same rules that you gave me, why is this fade getting turned down? And how do you turn this fade down without wearing the mark jacket like you try to put on so many other people? Like, bro is actively participating. Oh, this person got marked out. That person got marked out.
But let's take it back real quick. Because my man Evil Kane just said, I love you to death, bro, right or wrong. But you crashing out on them ninjas, being in their own lane, ain't trying hard, fake WE, blah, blah. Mr. Evil Kane, I want to tell you this and tell you this well with Brandon on the phone. Brandon, stop me if I'm lying. When it comes to, let's just think who we talking about specifically. Mr. Viral, I was smoking a blunt, minding my business on a Sunday morning, and you know what I'm saying, I got hit with the woo-wop. That's it. I was minding my business. as Dejan Paul is my witness. He just came into the chat. I was minding my business. When it comes to old dirty man, Mr. Meth Head, minding my business. Stop worrying about how I deal with who I gotta deal with my chili. As far as Gaylan Neem, he's just a female, so that's that.
No, we'll address them one at a time.
One at a time.
Yeah, this is about. Listen,
shout out to TF3 with Mr. Conceited. That song is fire.
Listen. I talked to Tay this morning. I said my goal is for y'all to work this out peacefully. I really don't even want y'all to get in a fight. I want y'all to just call on the back end, settle it. But he made a video today, and this is all I'm going to say, and I don't care who it is, who's around, what threats get passed. Nigga, you said I got marked out and I pulled up for mine. You are refusing to pull up for yours. How do you refuse to pull up for yours, but you still not?
I want to ask you this question. Mr. Viral
bro told me I should fight no matter what in a dangerous environment. I don't know these dudes. We in somehow. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. So now when it's you, now the tables have turned. It didn't that karma. Remember he told me, oh, I tried to tell Cuh. He putting that energy out there. Okay, Cuh, you went. You start speaking on this man, you talking about this man, calling them names, all this shit, trying to prove something to somebody or whatever. Now he's demanding a fade. Now you're making it about everything other than y'all just getting together and throwing these hands. Like, what? Like, that's it. That's all. Any refusal, right? You know, and I said, just call and just get on the phone and iron it out, right? Because like when he had the dude up on from 20s talking shit about me, you know, first thing I did, I start calling homies. Hey, set it up. We going to Kings Park. It's cracking. But then my bros was like, look, just, you know, try to call bro. Because they didn't even know who the guy was. So they said,
that's because that nigga's a drunkie. He's just, that boy.
Yeah, nobody even knew who he was. So they said, just try to call. Because, you know, of course, I'm sending pictures around and shit. So they said, just try to call him and see what he on. I call him, bro, like, my bad, bro. You know, I didn't know. I was just faded, bro. My team lost. I was just mad and shit. And, oh, yeah, I'm much older than you. Maybe I didn't see you because I was in jail.
So Mr. Viral put somebody on the phone and slandered you, and then he went back and apologized?
He put a dude on a live stream to slander me. And you know, the dude said he from 20s. So I end up calling the nigga. And was like, what's cracking? Like, I was ready to catch run fades at the park. And he was like, my bad, bro. Like, he was like, I didn't know, you know, we might have missed each other because I'm older than you. And I was in jail a lot during that time when you was around and shit. And then he was like, yeah, I talked to this homie and that homie, and they, you know, they know you and this and that. And then, it was a nice conversation that ended peacefully. But what I'm saying is this. You went out of your way to do that to somebody who you claim was your friend. So all I'm saying is, damn, if that's a friend, who the fuck needs enemies?
So my question is this. Okay, so let's get to this. Because none of this is a gang-related issue as far as me and Mr. Viral or TF3. None of this is gang. So my question is this. Why is it now turned into, well, me and the homies catch you and all that? Why niggas are scared?
We not going into that. We not going to go into that right here. Just you good. Don't like that to me would be total hypocrisy.
Without saying no names, you already know what I know.
This is just man to man between you and him. It's like
I was gonna say, speaking to niggas manhood, though.
Listen, bro. Listen, bro.
You gotta involve somebody else because you scared.
Big Sad got a line in his new album. Niggas trying to hide behind their gang. Nigga, you weak. And that's just weak shit, man. Somebody's calling you out. When a nigga called me out, bro, I didn't go get all the 20 lokes and roll up to Whittier. I was like, I'm coming on my own.
You kept it a podcast situation amongst podcasts.
It was just an internet situation between two people who are jujitsu, belted in jujitsu, and we talking big shit, and we supposed to meet in a MMA setting and get cracking. 30 minutes, no time limit. That didn't have to go to the homies. So why is this situation You know what I'm saying?
That's not her business.
It's not no hood business. This just you and him. And that's the way I looked at it. And that's why I said, if it ain't all that, just call the nigga and squash it. Because I don't want to see nobody getting into it even on that level. It's not that serious. But niggas' ego rule everything, and niggas want to make rules for everybody else, but they don't want to follow them. And we grown-ass men, dog, we don't make rules for each other. Every man does what's best for him. But do not be trying to call people marks and you got marked out and then you're turning shit down, but it don't count as a mark out. That's arbitrary, bro. And that makes you look bad.
I don't think that it's an ego thing. This is what I think. I think that it's a fear. I'm not saying no names. We're not going to say whatever, but we all from this small bubble. We're all from this small bubble. Compton, Long Beach, Watts, LA, South Central, East Side. It don't matter. We all have a cousin, a brother, whomever. You feel me?
Right.
So I don't think that it's ego. Speaking on Mr. Viral specifically, you thought you had one. And then you realize, oh, snaps. No, I don't. You feel me? Oh, snaps. Maybe not. Because you ask certain questions and then you started getting answers. Then you start saying in your life, well, I don't want to fight him. Well, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't got time. I don't blah, blah, blah. But if you don't have time for your own, a lot is to be said about a man who doesn't have time for his own conflicts, but has time to instigate another man's conflicts and drive.
Have you played the video of what he said? Because I'm going to play this shit so everybody can see exactly what he said. And when I play it, I want y'all to remember, this is the man who told me, oh, bro, you marked. If you didn't fight, if you didn't just throw away your fucking life, your job and all this and go off ignorantly, you're marked out. And that kills me because it's like you claim to be somebody's friend, but what friend gives that type of advice?
Well, let me ask this question before you play it. Because Mr. Viral made a comment. Oh, I got record labels calling me. I got this and I got that. Did he not have all that 3 weeks ago when y'all was in Whittier? Did all this shit just happen yesterday? It just all grew up out of nowhere?
Yeah, what record labels is called? Niggas is crazy. Look, man.
Play the audio.
I'm going to play it because it don't even matter. Like, hold on, let me play it.
What's the deal, YouTube? What's the deal, Viral Gang? What's the deal to the social media streets? Hey, check this out. I'm going to address this one time and one last time only. And I'm done talking about this weirdo. I don't know Zesty Trapper. I never met Rich Grinder in my life. Miss me with the duck and the fade talk. This internet clout chaser ain't trying to fade nobody. Nobody. He has a pattern. All of y'all see it. All of y'all know he's a clout chaser. One, why he ain't faded Compton Rick Rock yet? Compton Rick Rock told him to pull up a year ago. Compton Rick Rock video is still up.
Man, listen, bro. He brings up.
I can't even hear none of that shit.
I know he at the part where did you ever hear this video?
No, if you just played it, we couldn't hear it at all.
Okay, well, he brings up Compton Rick Rock. Bro, Compton Rick Rock is not fighting nobody. Compton Rick Rock will get on the back end on the phone and make peace with you in an instant. He'll tell you, this is content. I'm not really trying to fight with nobody. So
I'll speak to this real quick. Short story shorter. I once was ready. Compton Rick Rock will tell you. Me and Rich Trapper I just invited Compton Rick Rock to the kids' game this weekend. You feel me? So it's that type of love. However, Compton Rick Rock will tell you, hey, nah, that nigga Rich Trapper be ready to go. Because when it came to me and him having an issue, he was ready to go. So Compton Rick Rock hit me and gave me game and gave me education, was like, nah, nigga, you doing it wrong. It's like this, it's like that. But the root of the conversation is Compton Rick Rock will confirm, nah, that nigga Rich Trapper will give you what you need if you're looking for it. He ain't tripping.
Yeah, I don't even know why anybody else is being brought up.
But Rick Rock is also going to tell you, Mr. Viral, after all, and I will confidently speak on behalf of Compton Rick Rock when I say this. Mr. Viral, if you can instigate a fade, you can take a fade. That's also what Rick Rock would tell you.
Bro, I'm of the same notion. Bro is cool instigating and, you know, hey, this person, and you bringing that energy. Bro, you basically started this shit. But now,
turned down Rick Rock's fade. We all saw what happened with that. But then here goes the thing, though. It don't matter what a nigga said that I said. Don't tell me about what happened with me and another nigga when I'm up your motherfucking ass, weird boy.
Pause.
Nuts in the chat, nigga. You be the next nigga with my balls on your head, little nigga.
Hey, listen. I'm just here. Y'all beef. Y'all argue on your own shit. But what I'm saying is, how do you call people marks and this person got marked out, that person got marked out, but now it's your turn and it's you didn't fight Compton Rick Rock. You didn't fight these people have nothing to do with this situation. Like, I'm just gonna stay focused on that one point because I had this guy go on a tour slandering me for not even turning down a fade, just saying, let's set it up for another venue, which I did. Then the person who swore they wanted to fight me hit me up talking about he was doing it all for content, sending me his analytics and his views and stuff. But I'm a mark out. But now you're not, like, bro.
You know what? I want to say something else too. Because Lush was on a day in LA, and this episode is going to be out tomorrow. Lush fake as fuck because Lush sat in front of me and he said out his own mouth, if Mr. Viral can do all that with branding, yeah, he should have stepped up and handled his business. Today, Lush played all demographic, was backtracking on shit, but that's beside the point because that's what Lush do. It's clear to see, even from corny ass Lush perspective, he was like, nah, if you're going to do all that, you're going to make this content you want on 2 weeks or however long, on no jumper. And think about it. Like I said at the beginning of the conversation, without branding conversation, without T-Rail conversation, Mr. Viral has no benefit at no jumper unless he's tearing down one of Adam's ops. So your time is coming.
Anybody who is keeping it 100 sees this for what it is. And that's why my suggestion to bro would be get on the phone, make peace of it. Because look, I told, you know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier.
You was talking crazy and you had some strong things to say about me, so just give me a fade. It's not even beef. You was funny, so I'm hilarious.
Yeah, but bro said, I'm gonna play a little bit more of this video. Bear with us.
Compton Rick Rock said his kids was dirty, ugly, all type of shit. Compton Rick Rock said everything you could say to make a man want to fight. He ain't went and fought him yet. ODM Slim told him to get down. Why he ain't went and fought ODM Slim? ODM Slim said, oh, ain't you from neighborhood? Mr. 30s to the 100s? Well, I'm in the 50s.
Hey, hold on. He brought up ODM Slim. You and ODM Slim used to be homies, rolling around, hanging around with each other every day, right?
Yeah, but ODM mad because I made that video saying that Dre might be working with Wax. So, you know, ODM is all in his feelings because he in love. He gonna be okay. I can't beef with a nigga whose Wi-Fi bill I paid, who still owes me $37 from coffee, weed, and gas money. So,
but that's what I'm saying. Why are we bringing up other men? See, and I just want y'all to see how niggas move,
why are we
bro.
talking about everything but me and his face?
Listen, man. And I try to tell these people who view this content, y'all are listening to dudes try to get other dudes to do shit that they would never do. And that's why when I look at the situation and all the situations, I'm a man first and I make my own decisions for me. Because I look at niggas and say, nigga, you would never pull up for this. You would try to make it about everything else. And then, you know, oh, let me go get the homies cat. That's how niggas are. I'm from Long Beach. I know how niggas from Long Beach are. Some niggas are like that. Like, it's a lot of dudes who will try to criticize you because they don't have the heart to do what you do. They could never be like you.
Hey, Brandon, real quick.
And I know 100% if that nigga was like, let's fade tonight, you will hop in your fucking car and go take that fade.
Dejan, when you want that nigga to come? Hey, Brandon.
What's up?
Come fuck off topic. We'll get back to bullshit. Come fuck with a day in LA.
I'll come up there.
I already know you will. I just got to do it on the camera because Dejan says he wants you to come, but I already know you will.
I was just on some shit with ODM Slim earlier.
So, all right. So, look. So, back to Mr. Viral.
Wait. All the people want to beat me up. Now they want me to come stream with them and get on the pot. And, man, I ain't tripping. I was just, you know, this guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm.
My nigga. So, look, bro. That's my thing. They always own that. It's just content. I seen them niggas. It's just content. It's just content. It's just content. It's just content. That's always what they own. It's just content. But they say things that they would never say to you in real life, and then they want to. Gang banging is irrelevant. You could be a square from Delaware when I make this statement. Black, white, pink, purple. If you are a human, we can all agree that certain things that you say to a person just warrant physical confrontation if this is what you want to be about. Period.
Yeah, the disrespect.
So everybody's version of disrespect is different, but you feel me? as being a straight man, all this sex playing on the internet from niggas that's in Kansas, I can't do nothing about. But if you're in Long Beach and I'm in South Central, well, nigga, the 405 run up and down this motherfucker. What we talking about? If you disrespected and I feel disrespected, and we within 10, 15, 20, within even 100 miles, if you let my thirsty ass tell it, what we talking about?
Hey, man, listen. All I know, based on the rules that this man tried to get me to adhere to, there's only one thing he could.
Hey, bro, that nigga wrote your shit is stole, nigga. Brandon, you supposed to get out no matter what. I don't give a fuck if the world is on fire. And nigga, you got one leg. Brandon, you supposed to fight.
I'm laughing at it, and that's why when it was being said and when they were slandering me, I wasn't even taking it serious because I'm like, are you gonna do that? And clearly the answer is no.
I'm gonna say this too, and I'm gonna not say no name, but you already know who my nigga is from. My brother from over there. You feel me? So the first thing this nigga said was, man, bro, leave that shit alone, bro. Them niggas ain't really trying to get into all that. Niggas trying to do content and all that. They just don't know that you don't play like that. Because all the niggas on the internet play like that. But because I know you and we going on a 20-year friendship, I really told him, like, hey, my nigga, if you really trying to, like, go there with this nigga, he'll go there with you. But if you're not trying to go there with this nigga, let's be cool and y'all niggas will work better together. And I even told that nigga, hey, bro, you know what? If he's down to have a conversation and just throw the apology, as long as the disrespect was, I'm not tripping.
Yeah. I think you guys should. I think you guys should settle. I think you guys should settle it peacefully. But I'm not about to let niggas off the hook who tried to put me on the hook. Oh,
if
nigga.
If I don't get no apology, as loud as the disrespect was, it ain't no peace. I'm tripping.
Well, there you have it, folks. The story of Rich Trapper and Viral Ways. So we'll see how this unfolds in the future. All right, let me get this big U topic out the situation. Out the way.
Are you finna ask me or you finna do that on your live? What are you saying?
I'm doing that on my live. I'm about to hang up with you.
Say, nigga, hold on, nigga, you tripping. All right, hit me. I'm gonna hit you about the kid tomorrow.
He was like, wait, big U what?
Yeah, nigga, hold on, you tripping, nigga. I don't know nothing about that. I don't even know what the big U is. Huh?
All right. Look, man. Hey, but all I'm saying, look, I'm not really in it, but I'm just gonna keep it a buck. You made the rules, you gotta follow them. I say y'all settle it peacefully as men, get on the phone, mutual apologies, and squash it. But I don't want to hear nobody else talk about somebody got marked out. I don't want to hear nobody else talking about a mark out. Cause yeah. We not doing that. Okay, so where are we at now, guys? Oh, dude, what's up with this situation? Okay, this is the last segment. Oh, let me give y'all the link so y'all call in. I know y'all want to call in. P Sizzle, let's go.
Hey, Brandon, how's it going?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to hop on and say I feel really upset this week just because I personally think Lush is on like a drug binge. And you can see it. His eyes are all like swollen. But basically, like my issue with Lush is the last 2 weeks, he pretty much glazed Tam, even though he has no chance of ever getting with Tam. And then he insinuated beef that you didn't even have in the first place with Munchie, and pretty much like tricked you out of your position on the show. And even like I've been watching this week's show, they have Bo on. They had Bo on. They had some Mexican on. And like pretty much like even Hefe doesn't say anything half the show. Tam's not really that smart. Like I just don't understand why the liberals on No Jumper are so soft. They just don't want to even hear the other side, and like they're like they keep bringing like so many different things like fades or that you're sensitive or blah blah blah, like or that you want more money. But like honestly, I kind of like respect Flacco a little bit because on today's show, Flacco cut Lush off and he was like, you have an issue with right wingers, you have an issue with conservatives, like it's so obvious.
Oh, did Flacco call in?
Yeah, he called in today and he actually called out Lush for being too sensitive with right wingers. And like honestly, like if this is the direction they want to go, they can. but they lost my subscription. My only recommendation for you would be, I think what you're doing right now is amazing, but if you were to get a show with like 607 Unk or someone else that left No Jumper and it was just you and them, I guarantee you all of them are going to be so jealous when your views start to pop off, and they're going to beg for you to come back on the show. So like that's just my opinion. Like obviously it's your wheelhouse. You're free to do whatever you want to do, but like I'm just really disappointed because the last 4 months have been so like positive in terms of, like, whenever I hop on YouTube, first thing I try and listen to is like what you contribute to the No Jumper leftist propaganda that they got going on over there, and I just love the back and forth that you guys have had for the past 4 months, and like it just kind of sucks that you're off the show now, but really that's just what's on my mind.
Yeah, Adam, his whole thing is the fans don't like you. The fans don't like you. And I'm like, what do the fans like? Because the views is steadily dropping. Like, that's dumb. That's like saying, oh, the kids don't like the kids don't like spaghetti. But shit, the kids ain't eating nothing. They not eating nothing in the house. Everything is spoiled.
And it's so annoying because whenever they start talking about political topics now, they all just agree with anything that Lush has to say or Tam has to say for like 2 hours. At least when you were on the show, you brought in knowledge, insight, pushback, and really that's what drives views. Even if that's not what people want to hear, like that's what you want on a podcast. And really, I think they took an L by removing you from the show. Like I personally like don't even fuck with No Jumper anymore.
Hey, thank you so much, P Sizzle. But you know where you can find me right here. Kick back. Go ahead. Thank you, P Sizzle, for coming up.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I was about to say, yeah, I was just about to really say what P Sizzle said, because how did Tim get on the show all these days of the week? Like, I was watching the show, was it a Thursday show yesterday when they were like, Tay Thursday, Brandon, I talked to Brandon, he said he'll be here tomorrow. Like 2 minutes later, Josh came in and said, oh, we got the seats filled. Then I look on the show and there's suspect there. So I'm like, oh yeah, they must be, I don't know. I feel like you might be joking with them, but they taking it serious. I ain't gonna lie.
The thing is, you got a show where people want to see men crash out and destroy their lives. They're on a show where people want to call out fades and, you know, jump up on camera and act like they're going to do something, but then they all turn soft. And Brandon hurt my feelings when he said this, and that. It's just pure bullshit. Y'all, dude, Lush, you smoke crack. You smoke dope, nigga. Like, I'm sure you'd have been talked too harshly. Like, you smoke dope. Like I'm hurting you.
Because I'm gonna keep it 100, like you said, like, all right, boom. Some people that, because you be on the living room TV when motherfuckers walk in my crib, you feel me, if I'm watching it. So motherfuckers be like, what? Like, some people don't like you, some people do. But I told motherfucker like that, I said, even though you don't like what Brandon's saying, because you feel like we come from the ghetto and he putting black people down, would you rather listen to Lush or Brandon? Lush is a 40-year-old mug crackhead, and you don't like what Brandon say, but is he telling you anything really wrong? I get that he said "wall girl," however you feel like he said, but which one would you rather listen to? If you decided, okay, I'm gonna keep listening to this, you gonna listen to a meth head or a motherfucking, I don't know.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna ask you just like I asked that dude Ricky flip phone. I said, who would you rather live next door to, me or Lush? He said, you for sure. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Adam wouldn't live next door to a single nigga.
But you do be grifting though, bro. Like, and I just found out with that because, like, I boom. This is why I say you be grifting. Look, I boom, because me and you black, obviously. But look, all the shit you be saying about niggas and shit like that, bro. I feel like, bro, you not like we was, bro. You don't really feel like that about black people. You right about what you be saying. But you really don't. You wouldn't treat me like, oh yeah, just because you from the hood, I'm gonna treat you. Wouldn't treat a motherfucker like that. But you is right about some of the killings.
I treat all people with respect.
But you be making it like, this is why I say people don't like you, because when they walk in my crib and they hear you saying black people, I be like, bro, you just heard him say that for 5 minutes. But
But
this
here's
the
the
same
thing.
motherfucker
Here's the
that
thing. If it don't apply, let it fly.
right.
What's funny is black people will cheer and celebrate a dude murdering people in their own community. And that's my friend. I went to school with him. That's my boy, free the homie.
It just hurt for you to. It just hurt to hear. It just hurt to hear.
But what I'm saying hurts you more than these dudes out in your hood making your neighborhood unlivable for your kids. That's why I be calling cap on these niggas, man. Like, you can't tell me you will cheer for a violent gang member. Yo, that's the homie, free the homie. But what Brandon say, the little bit of truth I'm spilling is hurting you so bad to where you're like, I just can't hear that. It's just an act, man. It's an act.
But sometimes people be saying free the homie, bro. It be deeper meanings because you could be saying free a homie because you knew him since fucking first grade, gang. Like, you knew his mama and daddy won't shit. Nigga, you never probably even met his mama, but you've been knowing him for 15 years. So, like, I mean, sometimes.
Have you ever seen the movie Juice? Have you ever seen the movie Juice with Tupac? Okay, let that sink in. That boy Bishop, they knew him for their whole life. Then he just became the deranged lunatic who started shooting his own homies. There's people in hoods all over America just like that.
Yeah.
They get on that freaking water stick. They don't care how long they knew you. They be to put a hole in your ass.
That personally done did shit to each other that like ended in murder and shit like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Over a cell phone. This like 10 years ago though.
Bro, listen, I know dudes. My cousin live in Louisiana. Literally tell me stories about dudes. You know, one guy messing with a girl, another dude liked the girl, and the dude then went up on bro in the barbershop and smoked him right there in front of everybody. Over a female he never even boned.
Right.
He just liked her. But what I'm saying is, we have these certain people in our group who tend to be very savage, right? Like, more so than even gang members in the past, right? And it's like, if I speak out against those people, why is a black chick who's a nurse jumping down my fucking throat? Oh, how dare you? Look, ho, are you a freaking violent, savage degenerate? No.
What did she cook you at? What did she cook you at? Because she been saying she cooked you for the past couple
she
days.
Ain't cooked me on one single topic.
But she been running, bro. If I'm lying, I'm dying. She been running around saying that, bro. Like every 10 minutes, I cook, bro. Where? I listened to it, bro. I'm like, what did she cook you at? Bro, what was y'all even arguing that? You gave her flowers and I don't know.
Yeah. I gave her flowers, and then she turned on me with the white man, which is, hey, some would say that that's what black women do best, right? And what she did is a prime example of it, because I came at this chick with all respect, but at the same time, she a feminist, bro. Like, that's just the way it is. You know, we smoking feminists. Trying to act
not a
classy.
feminist. She just against. She trying to get her no jumper clout. Because I
know
no,
she's a feminist, bro. If you listen to her talking points, I live in California. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I know feminist. When she tried to defend the Mexican lady, the mother of the daughter who David was hanging with when she was 12, and I was like, ain't no way your mama knowing your ass going out with this grown ass man at 12, and she ain't in on it getting money and shit, right? Nah, because the mom, we lied to her mom. She will make apologies for this. Is her two. These are the two groups she will always make apologies for.
And then she's supposed to be so educated, but she's trying to start shit on something. Yeah, because Munchie, he was trying to talk about you. I said, you want to say that to his face? I'm like, Tam, so are you educated or are you a hood rat? No, because that's some shit. You sound like one of my hood rat homies. That's like, for real. Because the girl like, you wouldn't say that to his face, kid back. Bitch, do you go to school or are you a hood rat?
Know, listen.
Like, what are you? Like,
listen,
my bad.
No, you good. She's revealing what she is, bro. And here's the thing, too. When Jaleese was talking big shit on Munchie, she didn't have nothing to say. She sat there. That's why I keep telling you, she's a feminist. If a woman do it, it's cool. If a man do it, it's she gonna say something, because she know a man can't really do nothing or say nothing too much back, because everybody
got out and put them perk hands on her ass. You won't say nothing. Jaleese would have got out.
And then gets in the fucking chat defending herself. No, because Jaleese said what she had to say. No, dude, You just know Jaleese can reach out and touch your ass
Nah,
if
Josh
you up
ain't
there
shit
talking
though,
that
bro.
talk.
I knew you shouldn't have kept, bro. Like, you can't be joking with them white boys like that. They soft, bro. You can't be joking like you be joking with them. They don't get it.
I don't give
They
a
getting
fuck
their
if they get it
feelings,
or
bro. They
not.
be getting their feelings, bro.
Listen, I don't really give a fuck. But the thing,
I've been watching No Jumper for a minute. I seen Josh getting his piece on some. We got the seats filled tomorrow. I said, oh, he a bitch.
Hey, listen, bro. Hey, listen, man. It don't matter. I probably did something to offend every motherfucker at No Jumper. It is what it is. But they just was dealing with a real fucking villain and they couldn't handle it. Like somebody who, damn, he said the shit I don't like, but there's really nothing I could do about it physically to the nigga. So I just got to try to argue him. And it was like, I can't debate him. He cooking my ass.
But you
you
were
really
treating them like friends, though, bro. Like the way you were saying, like you like, because I heard you multiple times say like, they my friends, they my friends, they my friends. But like, bro, if you would have been joking on me like that, I would have been feeling like I would have been joking back. Or like, if I knew I can't beat you, I would have been like, Brandon, shut up before I beat your ass. And you'd be like, what you say, get back? Like, we wouldn't never really fought, but you feel me? Like,
look at Lush. He be like, you a bitch, you got hope by this. I just sit there and laugh about that. Because it's like, if you black, you grew up going in on each other, right?
Oh God.
It's just when shit got too real for them, they just couldn't handle it. Like, damn, bro. And I think it's like they wanted to be able to really beat me in an argument. And here was the problem. These niggas didn't do no research.
No,
they tried to argue.
Going in on you is crazy because he can't see. Munchie act like he would go beat your ass, but he can't see. But I'm just to say that. Yeah, he's on some. Oh, that's Brandon. Oh, so what, nigga, nigga. Bro, look, this is me. This is my picture right here. I ain't got my camera on because I'm smoking. But bro, I pushed my homies in a wheelchair after they got shot. What did you go do upstairs right now, nigga? You in a wheelchair. Munchie, you blind. What did you go do, bro? What did you go do, guy?
Listen,
you're blind, bro.
I think Munchie was just going the content route. Munchie got my phone number and I got his. So
you took up for him when you said them niggas seen you. You said I took up for him.
Yeah, them damn Legend Crips in Inglewood. I could have got my ass blown off.
He said fuck you. And you took up for Creep, and Creep said fuck you too. See you gotta stop taking up for niggas, bro.
See how it is, man. See how we do each other, man. It be your own people, son. But on God, like, I don't even care about that shit. Like, it's all, I'm telling you, this whole thing is monetary.
Nah, I'm mad, bro. Cause look, I can't download your shit on my podcast app, but I can download No Jumper. But you're not up there no more. So it's like, fuck, I even want to keep downloading that for. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's hard. It's a harder listen. Like, people talk like you always talking, but I'm like, bro, niggas don't realize I'm arguing against 4 other people who are all coming at me trying to get me with a gotcha moment. Yeah, that's gonna take some explaining. That's gonna take some talking. Cause like if they all give their opinion, that's like 4 minutes. And then when I'm addressing them, give me 2 minutes. People, you did that. But I just realized No Jumper fans are like, it's kind of like you're in the Twilight Zone. Everything they like drives down the views. Everything they don't like drives up the views.
Right.
You know, the Reddit.
I'm gonna let you go ahead. I was gonna say something about Warway, but I ain't gonna even get.
Don't even get on that, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sure I didn't create a bunch of drama for tomorrow anyway.
I'll call both of y'all though, but I'm gonna just get off right now.
Listen, thank you so much for coming up, dude.
All right.
Streets, what up, guys? I think we're getting long in the tooth on this one. I'm gonna make the big U video tomorrow morning and release it as a short video. So be ready for that. Go ahead, Streets.
No, I was gonna say, man, they fired you off for No Jumper, or you just decided not to go back?
I just decided that I didn't want to go back unless they pay me more money.
As you rightfully should. You rightfully should get some more bread. That's
yeah. I don't think I'm making a ridiculous request.
Not at all. I mean, they got goofies like Suspect on there, just being 100. I mean, they got him on there. They got these new people. They kind of whack. I ain't gonna even lie. Like watching that shit, that show kind of bump. For real.
They just don't be saying nothing. Like I'll even look at Tam, the person who they're like, oh, this person's supposed to replace you. Bro, the girl don't do nothing but piggyback off of everything Lush say and agree with him. She was like, yeah, that's right. That's making a point. It's ridiculous. But Yeah, give me my money, man. Give me my fucking money.
To me,
But
it almost seemed like the dynamic of No Jumper has changed so quick ever since Brick Baby up out of there, Four Extras and all them gone. It's like they in like a shamble. They don't know what direction they want to go in. To me, the shit seemed whack as hell watching Lush up there running his mouth like he just, I guess, just that dude. I don't know. To me, it's weird, man. There's a bunch of dope fiends up in there. I don't get that little dope jumpers. It's a
nah,
bunch
for
of
real.
crackheads, man. Like with jobs. Oh, some weird shit. And they popular. They're popular dope fiends. Like
I
it's
mean,
weird, bro.
I don't think they're as popular as they think because no one's watching.
I
Like,
mean, well, they popular in California. Like
bro,
somebody
you got
looking up to they
listen.
weird
No
asses.
jumper. No jumper has 4.9 million subscribers and struggling to get 10,000 views on a video. Like, just let that sink in, bro. Like, like views are down, and I feel like
I
I do
do
got a
notice
recipe.
they do put a lot of their emphasis on their chat and with those little polls that they be doing.
Way
And they
too
really
much.
go off of those polls. And it's like them people could be off in there straight trolling, just picking whoever just to do it on some funny shit.
That's what they doing, bro.
And
They
it's
be in
weird
my
that they really take that serious. Like, oh, these people are being so serious about their vote. And whole
bro.
time motherfuckers on there trolling.
Listen, man. These people literally get in my inbox and be like, bro, I'm one of your biggest haters, but you can't leave, bro. We need you for the show. I've been hating on you since the beginning. They'll say that. And I'll be like, this is fucking sick. But it's what they do. They jump in the comments, they go crazy, right? And then they watch and laugh as Adam them scramble to appease the people in the comments. It'd be funny.
I think they get more kick out of it being that way with Adam, knowing that he's such a goofy. He's gonna conform to majority of the people in there if they're swaying things a certain way. He's gonna literally, get up and make things shake towards whatever vote is being casted out against whoever, and they get a kick out of it. They probably think to themselves like, this dude is really dumb. Like he lets us control the narrative of his show. There could be someone really good on there, and we could just be feeling some type of way for that particular day, and we're just voting stupid just to vote stupid because we know he's going to make a stupid decision. He's not going to think rational enough. Because I've seen it. I've seen there being some topics on there that they put in their polls, and you would think the poll vote would be a certain way, and it's completely the opposite. And it's like, okay, these people gotta be joking because ain't no way that they could be serious and all agree with the BS that they're voting for. But like you said, they really have faith and belief in that chat, and it's only like 3,000 people. Like it ain't even that many people.
Man, it'd be like 10,000 people watching, 1,000 people vote. So then it's like 50%. So you going off of 500 people opinion. It sense.
But why they
There's
all start
no
talking crazy about you the other day? I was watching that shit the other day, and they was talking reckless about you, man. I'm talking about even Munchie B was kind of talking foul about you. Even Ed Hefe, I thought that shit was kind of weird. I was thinking like when dude was in face to face with y'all were like on some cool shit with bro. Now all of a sudden y'all feel like he ain't coming back. Y'all letting it be known how y'all really feel about the dude. And they
yeah, I mean,
talking reckless about you.
it didn't take anything for me to realize that there was some like disdain, a little bit of animosity. But that's how, I've been black my whole life, man. So it's just like I know how niggas are.
But
Niggas
you
are,
don't get on there spilling hate or none of that type of weird stuff, bro. Like the stuff you talk about, you know what I mean, is debatable stuff that shouldn't make a person feel no type of way towards you personally. But it seemed like they kind of had personal issues with you on some weird stuff like, oh, he tries to force his narrative on you and all this type of weird stuff. And I'm thinking like the dude just be talking about whatever he talk about and it's his opinion. It ain't like he trying to make you just believe whatever he said. It's either, you know what I mean, when he's saying what he's saying is because when you believe what he's saying, and it be some truth to some of the shit you be talking about, bro. It ain't like you be saying anything wrong. That's what be kind of weird.
it's
I ain't
just
gonna
it's
lie.
just tough truth. Like a lot of people don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they just want to live in a la la land. I mean, people ain't getting high on drugs for no reason. They want to escapism.
Yeah.
You know, but it is what it is, man. I really don't give a fuck. Just, but if you
You'll
guys,
be back on there one of these days. They gonna need you for some views, and they gonna call you up, and the topic of
hey,
conversation is gonna be why did Brandon leave? That's what they gonna it's gonna be about on some weird shit to bring you back.
hey, listen, man. Yeah, maybe they will. If they don't, cool. If they do, great. I tell you, if the money is right, I'll go back. I don't have no hard feelings against them. I would actually like to go and sit on the couch with these fools and say, okay, now let's pick topics and debate them instead of the just bullshit. Let's pick some topics and actually, because look, here's the thing. I debated Lush. He got destroyed. He got absolutely wrecked. So bad they put it in members only and never released it.
Oh wow.
So tell me, every debate I've had on No Jumper, and I told Lush too, the reason why I know that these people you claiming are like me aren't is because when I came, you were so pissed off that you got cooked. You demanded to have a debate fade. I demand that we have a debate fade. And we went in there and debated at that table, bro. We know when someone who's truly intelligent come in, how Lush reacts. I won that. Okay. This is not Lush. This is funny.
I mean, dude, the alcoholic who drank Buzz Balls, like that's crazy. Them shits cost like $3.
When I be next to Lush, I just be getting Nicolas Cage leaving Las Vegas vibes. But guys, I got to get out of here. Thank you, Streets, for coming up.
For sure, man. You take care, bro.
For sure. Thank you. Hey, y'all, we gonna do the Big U situation tomorrow. Big U allegedly betrayed by 75 of his own members. That's coming from Flacco by way of whack. But do I believe it? Unfortunately, just knowing the nature of gangbanging, I kind of do believe it. But let's hope it's not true. But we're definitely going to cover it tomorrow. Guys, thank you so much for watching this third episode of the Defiant Brandon Show. I appreciate every single thing you do for me and this channel. Till the next time, take care of yourselves. But most importantly, please, please take care of each other. Peace.